This is a short video about conscious connected breath and the diaphragm. Attached to the 11th and 12th ribs, when it's in its natural form, the diaphragm forms a dome around the rib cage. And when we use it, we contract those muscles and they flatten. And this causes an expansion in our stomach and abdominal area. So that when we inhale, the lower abdominal area and our stomach actually expands. So this is because the air coming into the lungs pushes the diaphragm down into the abdominal cavity and there's an expansion. The air is actually not going into our belly, it just has the appearance of expansion when we inhale during the session. And during a session, the exhale is very simple. We just relax our breath and the diaphragm relaxes and the air is gently released from the lungs. So it's not how most people exhale, and especially, I don't know if you've practiced yoga, for example, you'll have been taught in yoga that pranayama breath is quite different to this form of breath work. So for normal everyday breathing, all you really need to do is relax your diaphragm. The most effective breathing is just to use your diaphragm. You don't need to use your chest muscles or your back muscles or your tummy or anything else for that matter. You just need to contract the diaphragm. So what we do in a conscious connected breathwork session is to introduce each person to their diaphragm. Now, I tend to begin with most people seated in a semi-elevated position, but I put those who are non-diaphragmatic breathers into a slightly different position, and that will be on their fronts, so that they can begin to develop this muscle structure and begin to breathe a little more effectively. About a third of people have never used their diaphragm, and that might be either because they've not been shown how to breathe properly, or perhaps because emotionally they've needed to shut that area down. So if your diaphragm isn't being engaged, i.e. if you tried breathing and your belly wasn't going up and down, or if you had a session with me, I'll get you to lay on your tummy with your arms up, head to the side, because this position will engage your diaphragm until that happens automatically. We should be using our diaphragm with every breath we take. It will really make a huge difference. And in a conscious connected breath session, I'll show you how.